Yes, yo, what is good, everybody? My name is Cee.
My name is Nosh.
And welcome to episode 8 of Bad Habits, a podcast. We are back in the building, a little late tonight, because our mates, I want to say our mates, I wish they were our mates, at Verzuz decided to have a goddamn event at our usual time. And who were we? Who the fuck were we to, encroach upon their time zone? So we just push our shit on back. And we here.
To the side.
You know what I'm saying? The after party, the official after party. Swiss Beats said he posted about it. You might have missed it, but this is the. You know what I'm saying?
Official after party, yo.
No should see. How you doing, my G? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Hot as balls, humid. Got the fan on.
Nice.
We're keeping hydrated, and we're.
Well, yeah. What are you sipping on?
We saw some history.
We did tonight. We did. First of all, what are you drinking? I just want to give these homies a shout here.
Oh, I'm drinking the beautiful Square Wheels IPA from the wonderful folks in Whitby at Town Brewery.
Had to rap.
It's a little something like this. Hit it. Na
Ay.
na na na
Woo.
na 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 na
Ay.
na na na.
Fucking get that in ya, mate. I love it. Oh, it makes me want to drink on a Monday. We're actually rocking the Cold Chisel t-shirt. I thought I had more like dope like hip hop t-shirts and stuff, and I realized that
Don't have many.
Yeah, like all I wear. You okay?
Come on. It's beer t-shirts.
What?
It's beer
Oh,
stuff.
is this some problems? Okay. Oh, is it a bug?
Yeah, it's massive.
Where is it?
Buggos.
On the couch.
On the couch?
Yeah.
Oh. All I wear is beer t-shirts that I get because of the podcast. Let me just go kill a bug for Tiff. Can you just set the fucking scene for the main conversation? Sorry.
All right, so Craig's wearing beer t-shirt, or he's wearing rap band t-shirts. There's a bug in their house. Basically, I'm wearing as little as I can. We just came fresh off the latest Verzuz, which was Fabolous and Jadakiss. It was some of New York's finest going head to head. They went pretty viciously at each other. I was losing myself in the first 10, but that was pretty much what the night was about so far. I definitely had my Timberlands and my do-rag on, and I was rolling my backwoods, and I was, drinking my fucking quarter waters and eating my now and laters, and it was a nice New York evening.
It really was. I could feel the Timberlands in the air. I killed the bug. Don't worry, I got the bug.
You killed the bug?
You're welcome.
Yo,
I killed it.
Infinite being, son.
Yeah, I know.
Connected still.
I wanted to put it outside. I felt like if you're just gonna come back in, I'm gonna have to deal with it again.
What kind of bug was it?
I think it was like a beetle.
Was a bug. Dude, a bug.
What's that from again?
Big Bug's Life, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's what I thought. I knew it was one of them. I see Tiff. She's like broads. Am I right?
Man, come on.
It's okay. I feel like it's my civic duty to be.
Right. What kind of man would you be still?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and luckily for us, or like, and no shade, but like we are from the place where everything's trying to kill you.
Oh,
so
man.
these Canadian bugs are not even a thing. They're just nothing to us. Like when we're dealing with huntsmen, the size of a palm plus the fingers, essentially. Remember we're playing pool and like, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Man's like, fuck, hey, Brad, there's a huntsman again. Like, alright, fuck, you get your thong, which is a flip-flop. I was about to say, people are like, what, you gonna get the panties and flick it at him?
Get your panty them? Like, man's slick with our panties on.
Like, woo, like a slingshot. Yeah. How many fucking stain marks do we have from massive huntsman's butt on the roof or around the crib? It is like impossible to get to because you're trying to murder these bugs.
Back in the day, dude, magic erasers. How much would that
Oh my god. I discovered them just before I left Australia. And,
yeah, dude. It's all the same. We didn't get that American shit till like late. Just like the music in the magazines.
Right? Oh, that's I think we talked about that in episode 1, didn't we?
It's a 90s thing still.
Right? So, I know you probably set the scene. You explained what happened, who the battle was, and...
Yeah, I just said that New York was in the building. I was talking about silly stuff like, Timberlands and backwoods and do-rags and stuff.
I respect and admire that. So... this was, I don't know what number battle it was, because it's been a little while since, do you know what? It feels like it's been a little while, but it was just like last week with fucking Alicia and John.
The week goes pretty fast, dude.
It does get pretty fast. So, I guess it's been slowing down the battles because, I was about to say the pandemic felt like it was slowing down, and as you and I were discussing today, it is not. Our mum was just telling us in Australia they've gone and ramped back up the lockdowns. I saw an article that there were like 8 counties in California that are being ramped back up, like bars are closing again, and they've recommended it to another 8 counties. I would imagine, honestly, I feel in the Toronto, at least on top. Okay, I could probably not speak for the whole province, but at least Montreal and Toronto, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to close it back down again. People are out here.
Like people are definitely taking advantage, and they're being a little too greedy and a little too, like I don't know, just frivolous with the.
Yeah, it's like you can't wait a fucking
stuff.
It's like dude, it's like I understand, like I get it. You're like we're social beings, right? We like we have you're more like out here than I am. And because we're always just at home and whatever and stuff, but whenever we come to Toronto, we're out seeing everybody. I miss everybody too. I want to hug all my friends and family. I haven't seen you since like February.
Yeah, legit.
Like so, I feel like we're putting our part in. You're doing your part. You're kind of lucky because you've had a few mates that have come by or whatever that are like after you're allowed to.
The park actually, I'm just go to the park and have social distance beers, just meet XYZ friends every separate day and have like 2-3 people at a time.
I like that. That's a good way to do it.
Beers and sit in the park under the tree and shit. That's mostly been what I've got doing. Or I'll go for a bike ride by myself, or go to the forest and smoke. Whatever.
Right. So you found a way to make it work for you to give yourself that mind space break that you need from being trapped between the 4 walls without being irresponsible or a dick about it.
You need some actual real tree oxygen. You need some fucking outside breeze. You need to look at a tree, bro. Like it's definitely essential.
Huge facts.
I think it's definitely helped the just the mental clarity of the whole situation, because if you don't get outside and go for a walk around the block, walk the dog, go on the rooftop if you have one, go on a balcony, go in the backyard, like you're genuinely hurting yourself. Like you need to go out and get some vitamin D, bro.
Yep, exactly.
It's essential, yeah.
Weather permitting, I guess, but yes.
Yeah, even in I've been caught in the rain riding my bike around, and it's like, you know what, fuck it. It's also been humid and warm enough, so it's kind of been a cleansing thing actually. But I'm not scared of the rain when I'm riding my bike, because I'm not in expensive clothes. I'm ready to get a more sweat up.
That's true. If you're already sweating, it's whatever.
It's good to get out in the elements and get that clarity and get outside, because you can get cabin fever pretty quickly, especially if you're quarantining properly.
That's it. And then, exactly, and I really don't think people are quarantined properly. It's always the same people who are like, yeah, man, I take it, I'm being real careful. And then they're on a patio the day that it opens with 6 mates, like, sitting right next to each other. And it's just sort of like, fam. I just
6 people too many, maybe 2, but, pick your venues, be safe. There's a lot of irresponsible decisions being made still, because I ride around the beaches in the East End here of Toronto, and there's a lot of people out, dude. And people don't make their space on the bike paths and stuff, so it's risky. That's why I pick and choose. That's why I was texting you yesterday. I pick and choose where I go, because I want to go smoke here and look at the view, but there's too many people, so I have to go pick another place, because it's just it's a bit too much.
Right.
And no one's wearing a single mask. And if I'm riding my bike, I'm not wearing a mask.
No,
I'm gonna fuck my shit up. So. And
you're never close enough to anybody to be able to soak it up.
Yeah,
anyway.
And if I'm in somebody's slipstream, I'll go on the grass, or I'll wait, or I ain't trying to get there.
It's a good point.
Breath.
Yeah.
So yeah, just playing it safe is the way to go. But sitting, like you said, sitting on a patio with 6 mans is not the way to go right now.
It really isn't. So because of that. I reckon my prediction. I'm putting it out there now. We're going to see a lot more of Verzuz over the summer, because
I'm not mad at that, but it's also
neither am I. I would prefer to be out here having fun, doing things, seeing things.
Going to a concert would be fun too.
That's scratch. But we even considering we just want to go to a cottage for Tiff's birthday in a month. But now I don't even know if it's wise, because of the touch points. Just even getting in an Uber, getting a rental car. You got to get to the place. You probably got to buy all the food here, so you don't have to go into town afterwards. But I just don't even know how comfortable I feel doing that anymore. So I don't know. I was we're gonna think about it, but it's some fucked up shit. So either way, we were blessed with the Verzuz tonight. Jadakiss and Fabolous. Reasonably, I don't know about you, I'm a reasonable fan of them all. I'm not a huge fan by any stretch of the imagination, but more of
definitely have a soft spot for them both, because they're both New York thoroughbreds.
Yes.
And we're both a fan of lyricists and MCs abroad, and it just, I don't know, there's no reason to not like this one, but we didn't. These are artists we wouldn't bump on wouldn't smash them.
No.
Me personally, Jadakiss, I would play good one. Jadakiss, I would absolutely play triple than Fab, but Fab has those guest verses or the posse cuts or the occasional
Like
if you with
mega
the
R&B hits.
yell and he has he has
Yeah.
the smooth joints to get the mood right. Then Jadakiss definitely has my attention, or
Yes.
had my attention for the 90s and 2Ks.
So with that said, going into this, did you have do you have a favorite, or think, oh, this dude's going to win? Do you have a pick?
Jadakiss all day.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, it's not
Yeah.
even a choice. But I also was well aware that Fab has the hits, and if he starts getting into his hit bag,
Records,
then
yes.
you know,
It could be
then
over
Jada
well and
can't.
truly.
Yes. So with that
Depends on
said,
the order.
exactly right. So I actually wrote down all the tracks and put
Thank
who
you.
I picked for each one, and then I tallied them up. And this was the closest verses I've ever out of the whole series for me
Interesting.
personally. I couldn't believe it how close it was, because I also, if I didn't just say it, I also thought Jada was going to take it. So the first joint, Jada played Blackout from DMX, and Fab played You Ain't Got Nothing, which I didn't even really know what that song was. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of I would say like 60% of Fab songs I didn't know what they were. So that really says
That's fair.
no shade, but I just didn't know. Maybe less than 60, but a significant portion. Did you just sneeze?
I coughed.
Okay.
And,
I want to make sure I blessed you.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
But sometimes you have to wait to the hook for those to come in. Then you go, oh,
You're like,
that's-
yeah, that joint.
So it's like,
Exactly.
I had no idea of any punchlines. Nothing was notable in the verses enough for me to actually wait. So yeah, hook comes in. Oh,
Yeah, that joint. So actually, in all transparency, I Shazammed them to make sure that I didn't fuck up. Because say even like the DMX joints, when he was playing, I was like, I know this song, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And I wanted to make
Right.
sure I had it all right. So, first track, Blackout versus You Ain't Got Nothing. I had Jada for that because that was a classic Blackout, of Flesh in My Flesh.
Yeah.
Nice, classic. Unfortunately, Swiss beat. There's a little bit more, and I've also sort of said I'm not a big fan overall of Swiss. More than I thought I was after seeing the original verses with him and Tim. I quite enjoy. I was like, yo, Swiss, he did the Angie Stone joints and he did some other. I'm like, yo, I forgot that he had some shit.
true.
But that sound of Swiss, it's just not my jam. But that
Yeah.
song definitely tipped it.
It's the old school production. He hadn't found his shit yet.
Yes, correct. Next joint. This was a tough one. There was two close calls for me that I could barely pick, and this was one of them. It was Recognize from the Lux.
Oh my
Classic.
God, I lost my fucking.
Yeah, when you played, it was like, yo, second joint you playing this?
Premiere, fam. It was like
Right?
fucking out of control.
And then
That was like, because I heard like 30 seconds of the first joint that you just said, the first two, and then that comes in, I'm like, fuck off. This is-
yes. It's why we were texting like, yo, we should, and like you said, I actually was like, yo, I wonder how we could do it, but you said we should be live reacting to it.
Oh, I would have
The
been.
only thing is that no one would have watched our reaction until later.
Of course, that's fine. It's for later on.
But I wonder if there's a way to do it without playing them. Like if we just heard the music, we're watching it separately. It's almost like I have to have two headphones.
Well,
Like
that's what Joe Biden and Rory and Emile do. They have, when they're playing shit, it's only in their headphones, and you're not hearing any. If you're watching the YouTube joint,
what about the audio though? Can you hear it?
You don't hear the music, but you can hear them.
Yeah. Can you do that? I've only watched them on YouTube. Can you hear the audio if you listen on like Spotify?
Actual podcast. Good point. I do not.
That
know
was my
that.
assumption because I thought if we put it on YouTube, not only like say the song that we're gonna finish this thing with, we've been playing the music videos at the end, it just demonetizes this video. And the funny thing is, it's our own music, so our distributor demonetizes it on our own behalf anyway. So it's kind of a dumb circle. But if we go and play someone else's shit, it's very likely you either get a copyright strike or they'll take it down. So we don't want that. If it's your own one where they go, hey, so there's a copyright thing, don't worry about it, doesn't affect your account, we're just taking the money. This channel isn't monetized yet. That was one of our goals with this podcast, is to get shit monetized. So the song that they put up against Recognize was 6 Minutes from Cassidy, which I used to love that joint back in the day.
Recognize all day.
Yeah, but it was one of the closer ones because
Very close.
I forgot about that song and I was like, yo, the beat slaps so... Didn't we try and rap? Didn't we rap? No, well, yeah, Recognized it. It was off my first mixtape, my group mixtape. We had off Soul Movement Volume 1. And
mad bars into that, dude. Like, I don't know if we did something specific.
Did you rap on that one? Yeah, it was on Soul Movement 1.
So many fucking things to that, but like, did we do actually think like
I think you might have been on it.
it?
Yeah, it was on the mixtape. So as far as official, like, it was a Cee and Becca joint from back in the day. but I don't recall if you were on it or not because I can barely remember all that old stuff.
I have to check. We have to check the tape and come back to that. I don't think so, but
I actually have the mixtape right behind me. I could take it.
I used to make those MP3 data CDs for my whip because I had my CD deck with the reader. So I used to have that was one of my go-to freestyle beats, dude. What are you talking about? Like, I have like the homies for a cipher in the whip in the car park.
Yeah, you just play that.
That was on there. That had to be on there. That beat is like timeless. It's
incredible.
Damn near perfect. It's one of Primo's best beats. And if you don't know hip hop at all and you hear that shit, you're locked in.
150%. Shit, actually, which I don't know where it was. Man, I haven't seen this in such a long time. I don't recall. Like first.
You go to the filing cabinet, G?
No, it's just in my desk drawer. I just keep all of our stuff here. Was it on the second project?
I love this.
Man, I can't even remember. See, this is like so. This is from that was from like 2000.
Was it a cut with like Magnificent and Thriz and everything?
No, dude. This is like 2000. This is like early days, like pre-TMF days, shit.
Oh.
So like, I just swear I remember it, but maybe I called it a different name, and I don't remember the name we called it. What the fuck would we have called this song? Because you know you tried to rename them so it wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't look like the same thing. Soul in it? No. Feeling good, perfect. No. I just can't remember either. Oh, it's all no. Fuck, man. Either way, I distinctly. Or was it off one of your projects? Maybe it could have been off one of yours. Do you remember it? I know. Sorry, I know people don't give a fuck about this, but I'm just genuinely curious now. It's also pretty funny to see all this old music. I just feel like it was so. Do you know what it was? I think I did it for.
Show the covers so everyone can see them.
Oh yeah, that was Volume 2. Back in the day, remember like the old school mixtape styles and stuff.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
I got a feeling now it might have been on. Oh yeah, something else is kind of cool. That was Lauren Hill.
Oh yeah,
Fuji's gig
too, in Australia.
And even cooler, Aaliyah.
Ooh.
And funniest part was off my old business card, Left Lane. Remember we talked about that?
Oh, get the fuck out!
Hey, look at that shit.
Hey,
isn't that hilarious?
That is out of control.
So Aaliyah saying that as gangster. I got a feeling this was actually on someone else's mixtape. I think it was on the Ground Up mixtape. That's what I did it for. Remember how we did it with Steve Duck?
Yeah.
Just Steve Duck. I was thinking about him the other day.
Hilarious.
When I bat,
he's doing well, eh? Fucking good bloke.
Right? When I ball, have a bat like a J1. Bars.
He had some fucking serious bars.
He's one of the best, most underrated, funny rappers of in Australia.
Yeah, definitely had some solid shit. He came through on some Lupe angle and then just fucked off real quick. It was really funny. I enjoyed Duck for sure.
Oh mate, that's old school Aussie shit right here. Anyway, we're so far off track. We're ridiculous. All right, so
just like derailed.
Yeah, so sorry guys, my bad. Second one was we both agreed for Jada won that. Third round, Made You Look remix, which someone else played that in one of the other battles too. And a song called Started Up, which I didn't know from Fab, so obviously Jada
Made
took
You
that.
Look, come on now.
Can't even fight with that. By Your Side from Jada and Trade It All. And the By Your Side uses the same sample as the Game and Kanye song. What's it called?
Yep. Wouldn't Get Far.
Wouldn't Get Far.
I'm a rap star.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, so exactly. I was like, oh shit. And it wasn't even flipped right either. So anyway, the other joint wins.
Trade It All from Fab. That was
Girl, I traded.
Yeah, with Jagged Edge. Classic R&B joint. When I heard that, I was like, yo, you gotta really give Fab his fucking love.
Yeah, fuck, slayed it.
That was
he came through, he was like the slickest, coolest cunt that was the most reachable.
He was like a better version of Loon.
Oh shit.
Do you remember Loon from Harlem World? I feel like he had a similar kind of tone and flow, but he was way cooler and more, I guess, proactive or whatever. I don't know why. He was everywhere. And he was doing the features. He was just like it was like, I guess, him, and then Wayne kind of took over after him as like the dude who was on everyone's joint. Like Busta was a little bit earlier than that, and I feel like Fab was everywhere. Then Wayne came in for a few years and was on every feature everywhere, and it was like, It was pretty well. Next one, All for the Love and from Jada and I'ma Do It from Fab.
I'ma Do It. I
had I'ma Do It for sure. I like that a lot. I didn't remember it from back in the day.
Yeah, that's a run and a drop. Two big tunes.
Yeah, cool. You know.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. I've forgotten it already, but like that was definitely sick. Next was Chest to Chest from Jada, Keeping It Gangsta from Fab. I had Fab on this one. Thoughts?
I think, yeah. I'm thinking of the songs in my head. Yeah, Fab on this one. Yeah, a little bit nicer.
Okay. Same here. Next one. This was a little tougher. It was World War III from one of the Rough Riders compilations, and Gangsta Don't Play from Fab.
I don't think I knew the Jada song on this one, so I think I went with Fab here.
I went with Fab, but it was close.
I didn't
because I remember. You remember
the song name.
It was from like Rough Riders 2 or 3. One of the ones where like the Rough Riders Volume 1 was huge for me and my boys because we were pretty young. Yeah, that was like we were like 16 or
Fresh
something.
18. Oh.
Yeah, no, you might have been, but no, hang on a second. If I was 16, you would have been a kid.
I would have been like little 14 guys.
I can't remember. I just remember being like mad young and like all the boys like were like heavy into that one. And Volume 2 and 3 didn't really hit the same.
Right.
So there was that one. Okay, track 8 from this is Banned from TV from Jada and Brooklyn from Fab. I just like the Brooklyn joint more. That was really all. It wasn't from anything else. And I would kind of go more judging on like if we just had bar for bar. I would say like most times or more times Jada would have taken it. So I was going for just what I liked more as a compilation of all of those things. Do I like the hook? Do I like the beat? Has the bar? Yeah, the overall pack. I thought it was just easier. You can't if it's just I feel like it's what everyone's doing. So
yeah, I think it went for Fab on that one too. That one I'm trying to again think the song names fuck me up. I definitely don't think of those immediately. When it comes to
I wish I could expand for you some of the lyrics and stuff, but I didn't know most of them. Like these are
get your famous beatbox on for me, dude.
Now we're gonna save that. There's only episode 8, fam. We're gonna
I see.
We're gonna keep that 50? For later. Yeah, maybe around the double digits some point there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Matt's gonna get the beatbox.
On somebody's birthday.
Little cypher, yeah. Maybe if it's your birthday, maybe we'll save it till November. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do a freestyle of your beatbox.
Oh my god, can you? All right, mark our word. That's what's happening.
Fucking hell.
Your birthday week, mate. Fucking, it's on. Track 9, Blood Pressure from Jada and Young OG from Fab.
I don't know what both of those songs are, dude. Anything.
Yep, same. So I went with Fab. It was just a cooler joint.
Cool, I'll go with that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. And finally,
the song names like just. Fuck.
I should have probably taken more notes in hindsight, like
unless you want to sing them to me, like
I don't know. I don't remember. I literally was like, it came on. I'm like, I don't know. Shazam.
If I knew, I would not do this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just try. I don't know the song names. Sometimes I just don't do that.
No stress. That's why I just noted them down because I was like, I am not going to remember any of this shit.
Yeah.
And the last one for the first round was "Can I Live" versus another song called OJ from Fab. But I went with Jada. But it's not "Can I Live" the Jay-Z one. It was from something else, and I'd heard it before. You know the one?
It was also better though. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a better song. So, strangely enough, you sound like you agreed with me the whole time. So that was 4 for Jada and 6 for Fab in the first round. I was so shocked by that.
Yeah.
So shocked.
I was so heavy, dude, because I recognized like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Jada's got this.
But also, that was like, he could have shot the wad too early, but then you also texted me, which we'll talk about later.
Yes.
You should have played something else.
Yes, and it was the second to last song in this next round.
Like, what are you going to do?
And Fab played his big one, and then Jada
they started playing features and everything, and so...
Yeah, and it was perfect. Jada played, actually... Yep, the very first one. So now it was the other way around. Now it's Fab first, then Jada, which I don't know why they do that. It seems a bit redundant to me, but whatever. Yeah. So the first track was a song called Ball Drop, and then Jada played Victory from Puff, because he wrote it. He wasn't on it, but he wrote it. So this is an interesting thing.
Young and shine forever, or whatever, right?
Yeah, but as long as we're here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never. That's great. But like, obviously he took that one, but I thought that was an interesting thing, because now it was like, oh, you get into ghostwriting now? Like, I'm sure Fab's done it too, so... I thought that was an interesting move, which made it extra strange that he didn't play the joint that we'll get to at the end. Next was a song called Philly Vibes from Meek Mill featuring Fab, and then Mighty D Block.
Ooh.
Now, the Philly Vibe, like, Meek Mill's always cool, but it's all, samey, if we're going to be honest. Meek Mill's dope, but, like, it's sort of samey. And the Mighty D Block song, Jada's verse was fire, but the hook was so whack.
Trash.
Fucking hated the hook.
Trash.
So I still went with that, even though the hook was whack. It just did it for me as well.
Yeah, it's just got a bit more of a slap thing to it.
Yep. Next, Fab had a version. I'm not sure if it was a mixtape cut or like they flipped the same sample, but it was Ambitions as a Rider, same as the Puck joint, and then Jada did the Lux Fuck You. So obviously that took it out because that was off that. I love that album.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yep.
Classic, not even a question for us. Next one, Fab had Throw It in the Bag versus Knock Yourself Out from Jada. Also, no-brainer for us.
Yeah, the Jada song was the way to go, but like that's a sick Fab song too.
It was great.
You could have used that earlier against something else, perhaps, but yeah,
Jada
on
didn't.
that one.
Yes,
more slay worthy.
Yes. So next one, and Tiff knew this one. I think this was the Neptunes one called Youngin'.
I recognize the beat. And
and then he went up against, and this is No Chance, Ghostface Run featuring Jada, and like that's one of the best.
Produced by RZA, fire.
Fire. The tears feeling like they night gears on me. I fucking love that. Like,
cops got guns.
So sick. The way he ends his verses is fucking insane. Like that was one of my favorite Jada verses. Arguably my favorite ever. So that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, kid. Honestly, out of control.
Insane. Next up, You Be Killing Them versus All About the Benjamins. So of course, Benjamins, you can't even argue with that.
That's another gimme. So yeah, sorry to Fab, but yes.
Yes. Tiff is saying, "Holla back, youngin." Ooh ooh.
Ooh.
So Tiff was a fan of that one, but she didn't actually really like that song. That was a real tough one, but you shouldn't have played that against Run.
True.
Like there would have been too much of a different vibe, and like that's like Deezer the Mirror mentioned that song the other day on the podcast. Like that's like a hip hop type of like backpack 90s dude type shit. So
loves it.
You gotta love it. All right, next one. Oh, this was a real close one. Make Me Better, Fab and Neo, classic, and Back to Life from I can't remember if it was the Jada or the Lux. This was close.
Oh, Make Me Better for sure. For
me
because
Make Me Better.
It's disgusting. Like,
yeah, we have that on the mixtape too.
By myself.
Oh,
you make me better.
You
fucking
make me
disgusting,
better.
dude. So Neo did his thing.
Yeah.
And that beat is just so like
insane.
And then Fab's he's the most probably the most in the pocket. That if you have to explain to a rapper like, hey dude, can you rap more in the pocket? That's a fucking song you play to get that swing and literally the pocket of the beat. That is out of control. Both of those motherfuckers slayed that shit.
That's a great fucking example.
I was so excited, dropped out of my chair. Like, dude, pumped again. That was like I jumped out of the chair when
Recognize?
When Recognize played. I was
like oh shit. It's not a breaking thing.
Tune.
Tipping things over.
Oh shit, I was.
All right, now we're getting to the business end right here. So this is song 18. Can't Let You Go from Fab. And and Ride or Die Bitch from the Lux, so I had to go with that. Once again, you playing anything off that album?
Ride or Die Bitch, come on.
Rock Prada suits and my ass is fat. Pause.
Ride or Die Bitch, seriously.
Woo. So this one, this is where
truck with my friends in the back.
I need him. No, this is where Jada fucked up. This is where he could have had.
Yes.
He could have just locked it in. So Fab played Into You with Tamia and told the story about what happened with Ashanti and blah, blah, blah in that one. And then...
she was in the comments
saying...
that?
No, I saw her in the comments, but I didn't see what she said.
She said, text me, I'll tell you the real story.
Ooh. All right, Sean Dog.
You heard it here first from Bandcamp's podcast, No Style.
Did you text her?
Live Direct.
Did you text her to see what was good with the story?
I should have.
Should have, huh? Fucked up, bro.
Your ma was good.
So then, Jada came with a song called Diamond in the Rough. I don't even remember what the fuck that was.
No idea.
But what he should have come with was Mariah Carey's Honey remix. Or The Money in the World couldn't even amount like the fuck out of here. That's one of the like most classic R&B. I said that Tiff. Yes. The hottest rapper with the biggest fucking diva in pop music. And
at the right time.
Yep. Like when was that? 98 probably. Like
how you gonna get the most gangster motherfucker on the softest chicks joint
and make it fire?
A rap on a boat, like you fucking.
It was so good.
So cool.
And I can't believe he didn't play it at all. Like that's when he should have come in.
That. Goodness me. How good.
It was insane. So obviously Fab took that one then, because if he had it, the only thing that could have been Into You would have been Honey. So because he played a song that he wrote in Victory, he played a bunch of Lock songs, and didn't want to come, and other ones that he'd featured on where he was just
exactly right.
He played the Major Look and he did blah blah blah. So why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you play that? Even if it's 8 bars or 4 bars.
Puff out. He shouted,
multiple times.
Bad Boy out. He did the whole regular salute.
Like it was all love.
Back to the
to Rochelle. Shout out to Rochelle. What up? She said Jada was too ripped. He missed the shot.
Dude, he's as lit as I was last week on the podcast.
Yeah, Mads was mashed. It's okay though.
Yo,
sometimes Mads come through. We held it down. You know what I'm saying? Mads is up there. We get like, don't worry, you just chill. We got this. Boom, boom. I'm past the rock.
Sunshine is the main effect.
It is a killer.
It's not. It's alcohol.
Yeah, Tiff, like he was done.
Man's eyes litas.
And the slur. He had what I call the Tiffany slur.
Well, he was also knocking over bottles when he was standing up. That was really funny.
It was like he started off. He seemed pretty good starting off, but he must have already kind of been lit.
Have already been a little.
Because you don't go from that to where he was in the space in like an hour, and he was just yelling over Fab. He started becoming like a bit annoying.
You see how he was like leaning on him. And Fab was kind of had the bottle.
Yeah, he had that like get off me.
Like yeah, my boy and shit, I love you and that, but
chill,
off.
man.
But it was like a little bit like to the
subtle.
side. He wasn't leaning into him.
Body language right there.
It's kind of like some your mate shit.
Hilarious. Oh, we're gonna get into that. We're getting to your mate. And then the last song that this was as close as it's probably gonna get. It was Breathe from Fab, the classic, versus We Gon' Make It from Jada. They're two arguably biggest solo records each.
Yep.
Very tough. I guess I think we went for the same thing in the end because we have a soft spot for the song. What did you go for?
I went for Breathe because I adore Just Blaze, and at that particular time, I believe it was 2003. It was just like...
That was the Black Album time.
Exactly right. It was a huge time for New York hip-hop, and I was just going to say, there's a lot of cool shit coming out at the time, and that one was a particular record that blew me away because,
Was it off this one?
Exactly right.
Oh, no, first mixtape.
Track 20-something, 3.
26. Oh, no, 18. But imagine like these days dropping a fucking a project with 26 songs. Like everyone be like, shut up.
Yeah, honestly, when people loved that shit back in the day, that was like, oh my god, you did so many songs, you're sick.
Yeah, right? Because then it was value for selling the shit for $10, like Man's doing. So either way, all right, so I had, in the last round, 3 for Fab and 7 for Jada, with a grand total of 9 for Fab and 11 for Jada. So overall, Jada took it for me, and I think you agreed. I think we agreed on literally everything for this.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like we said, we both went into it thinking Jada was going to dominate, and then after the first round, I was like, oh my! I was looking at it. I didn't do the tally until afterwards. I was looking. I was like, oh shit! There was way more for Fab than I thought here.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I think overall, while Jada still had the numbers, I don't know. I feel like it was one of those for the culture moments, like you said earlier. It was dope as hell to watch. I definitely feel like it was the best, arguably the best music, because you and I were saying that. But I still think the Jamaican one was the most entertaining as a whole piece. This was just funny because he was drunk and whatever.
That was just like my favorite because two super heavyweights just had 90% fire the whole time. This is a great.
It's a pretty good matchup.
More of a nostalgic rap thing for me, but yes, the dancehall joint was way more entertaining because that's what they do.
Yes, exactly. That's what they do. Exactly, they know exactly right. Rappers don't do this shit. It's a different vibe. So I really, really enjoyed it. So hopefully they haven't announced any more. Hopefully there'll be more coming up, like I was saying, because people are fucking up. There's going to be a longer pandemic, which means there's going to be more verses for us to keep us busy whilst we're at home. More
things for us to chat about. So
there you go. I don't mind. We gotta keeps the pod, gives us content, mate. Speaking of mates, so I was watching. Tiff and I watched Joe Budden a bit. I know you're into it as well. Mm-hmm. And they had a segment today. Now I think you've been watching it more than me because you seem to be aware. I couldn't believe they were doing this. You're like, yeah, they do it all the time. So it was a segment called Homies Court. So basically, they play the intro to one of those fucking court TV shows, and they talk in a judge and jury thing, and they trying to basically pin something in Australia we call your mate. Bless you. And over here, I guess they call it your mans. So it's the same thing as come get your mans, right? So your mate is just if there's somebody that's maybe fucking up. There's a I guess like it's your man, like whoever's friended it, whoever brought that person or whatever, it's your man. Like get your mate. And Australia, it's just funny. I think your mate.
You're responsible
for their behavior because you brought them, so it's on you. So Nosh and I have a legendary your mate situation that we've never got to the bottom to, and it's been 10 years. No, because we don't agree, so therefore we're not at the bottom of it. Tiffany sides with you on this one. So now I actually tried to bring in a friend from Australia about this because I thought there might be rules to the mate.
Bring it in a neutral party.
A neutral party, and he was asking a bunch of questions that I didn't think were relevant. So we thought, you know what, let's just do a fuck around. I can only think of this one because this is the one situation. We're going to be vague to protect the identity of the people involved because we just don't, I don't want to make fun of anybody. No, I'm not going to...
Darren.
Do we want to give him a name?
Just call him Darren.
Call him Darren. All right. It's not his name, but we're going to call him Darren. So we had been in Canada, I want to say 4 or 5 days. Very, very fresh. This was 2010. Walking to a venue, how specific should I go? Should I not really talk about the artist? We went to a venue. All right, I'll be more vague. We went to a venue. Went to a venue. Wasn't super packed. In Toronto. Knew a couple people. I knew the people who were performing or who were running it. So we wanted to come see people who were fresh or excited to be there. Trying to network, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, Hip Hop Night, Queen Street.
Yep, Chofsky's. I think it's closed now. Now.
Yep. Old school.
Now this is what I only know the after part. So you have to tell you what happened. So basically, I knew one person, the main person who was like the host, who was a popular rapper in Toronto who doesn't seem to do it anymore.
And there was a DJ who's also the mayor's there.
Yes, but we only met him that night. So tell me from your side because it came to me after. So you have that next point of contact, and this is the crux of my argument.
So
is this point of contact?
I was talking to the rapper friend that we knew that you mentioned just now.
Yes.
So you were talking to Mans and I'm just there, dolo, post up, like, literally in front of the DJ booth, like where...
I can picture it. Yeah.
DJ was there. So was it Darren? Did I call him
Darren? You got him Darren.
So fuck me.
So Darren comes up, right?
Darren, Dazza.
Right.
Dazza comes up. He's like, hey, are you C? And I'm like, I think he said UC4 or UC. Yeah, I think it was C4. I think he said UC4.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, nah, that's that's brother over there. So he's like, oh, so you're Notion. I'm like, yeah, man, we're just here, and then and he's like, oh, I want to talk to him, kind of thing. I'm like, okay, well, obviously he's with Khan's car. I didn't say that. I was like, obviously, whatever, like however that went. Obviously we were, a couple of drinks in. Whatever.
Of course, yeah.
So that was as brief as you can get it. So he came up to me, thinking I was you.
Okay.
And said, I said, you're over there. He's like, oh, so you are his brother, or something about his brother or whatever, and then your Notion then. So he knew your name and he knew my name and he knew obviously Becca's name. So that was it. And
that was what happened. Okay.
That's essentially, that's it.
Right. So then without getting into... So that's the point of contact. Then you brought him over and go, hey, this dude, Darren, hey, this is C. I'm like, hey, Darren, what's up, bro? Blah, 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 right? So he was familiar. We just moved to Canada. We didn't know anyone knew us here. And they knew us for music. And we were just like, that's kind of crazy. Okay.
It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. Because we're getting a little bit of traction on the blog.
Seemed okay.
Right. That night. Then Darren had proceeded after the fact to attend our future gigs in Toronto. And as they said, and also not even just the gigs. The gigs were one thing, but then come out with us. He was, trying to be friends, which was cool. And essentially act a fool. Mans was young. Mans was wild. I won't go into specifics. It was problematic, and it was someone that we didn't want to be associated with, right? So, now to the point. When you determine mateship, and this is how... This is why I wanted to check with the Aussie who might be more tapped into the world of mateship. There's different circumstances. One of the things that I personally hold dear when it comes to mateship is first point of contact. Hit that specific thing. So I have arguments with other friends in Canada that I've taught your mate to, and they think it's pretty funny, particularly in the beer scene. There's certain individuals in the beer scene, there's a lot of dickheads, unfortunately. So we have like, no, yeah, he always talks to me, but you met him first, he's your fucking mate, and they seem to be comfortable and run with that. I've had to claim a few mates in my time. Okay, we've all been responsible for a mate, is what it is. So, I would argue that because the point of contact was you, and even though he was asking for me, he was also still familiar with you.
That I was you though.
Correct.
Even though we looked the same, he approached me as in, "Yo, what up, C?"
Totally, and that is a very valid point. So I
That's
do see your point of mateship.
That's the thing.
That's your thing. So
Like,
your thing is that
it's not my man. It's not my man. He's looking for you, fam.
So okay, so I love this, and I want to hear what y'all think. Need to hear what y'all think. I've been wanting to do this for so long. So thank you for being a dumbass and doing this with me, Brad.
God damn it.
I appreciate you.
Kill you.
I love you. So
Love you.
okay. So Tiffany, unfortunately, he was my girlfriend. She says he's and
She's
why are you putting the gut? She says Craig's mate, but you mean C's mate. You're not allowed to put our Govies on blast. And she said Brad was just the conduit. Wow, Govies, Tiff. Wow. 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 Yeah. I did say it a couple times. She said C. She said C, sorry, and Notion. Okay. She said Brad was the conduit. So Tiff is on your side completely.
Man's is like a pivotal joint, fam.
Okay. So
I don't know.
If
I'm drunk now. It's your fault.
no, I understand, and you're allowed to be because that's what the fuck
I'm as drunk
it is.
as fucking Jadakiss, alright? Piss off.
You're like, yeah, you start leaning on your
I'm not
plants
actually.
and shit. No, I think it'd be funny if you were. So because he came up to you first, even if he did if he was just asking for me and he didn't know who you were and maybe we were just friends or something, or even if you were still my brother and he just didn't know who you were, I can see your argument. The reason I don't accept your point of view is because he knew who you were still. So even if he saw me there,
he came up and said,
but he was like, oh, so you're Notion. Yeah. But he could have come up to me and thought
because of the fucking process of elimination, my man.
Right, but it could have been vice versa. He could have come up to me and thought I was you, and I would be like, no, he's over there. Right?
The cunt with the fucking salt and pepper hair going.
At the time, I didn't.
Were there.
No, but I had the stupid like hardly any beard at the time. I had no. I had the
fucking baby little pube hairs.
Okay,
anyway.
So but the point is, we still. Oh, Tiff is just shouting out your Monstera plant in the background. She's loving it.
I'm flexing it still, so I'm leaning this way. Thank you. His name's Monty.
Monty, I like it.
He just grew a whole new ting still. So Plant Daddy represents.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here.
You know what I'm
saying?
Out
here doing the thing.
I didn't think I called myself Plant Daddy. I'm gonna get an Instagram for you, so I'm Plant Daddy.
Dude, you motherfuckers, you gotta give them names. If it doesn't have a
name.
No,
we got every single plant in this place has a name. They're very, very lazy names, but they're names.
You're gonna be sick.
You have to be sick.
It's either alliteration or personality wise.
Yes, but typically, if you just get them, you gotta like name them like.
Just gotta. I mean,
if it's a cactus plant, so then you call it cacdog. Sea dizzle.
Well,
cacti.
I mean, for example, I got mine over here, right? This is Calvin the cactus. Okay, man's is sick. It's fucking.
That's a nice cactus. I like that. That's a good one.
Huge. He's got mad dongs, right?
Calvin's a good one. Calvin's a good one. You're deflecting from the your mate situation, but it's okay.
Anyway, your mate. It's your mate, all right?
Wait.
No, I'm asking for you. It's your mate.
Tiff just said, if we're at a brewery and someone knows who I am and asks for C certified brewhead, then they are your mate, C. And she's like, hey, Monty, hey. So, look, first of all, I disavow that. Yes, they were looking for me, but they still know you, and they didn't know me at the time, right? If they're looking for me, and they come onto either of y'all, and they know that I'm associated, but they still know who you are, just because they wanted to talk to me, it's still I still think it's first point of contact. If neither of us know him, and he still knows you, he's your mate. He's your mate. Your mate. Your mate. This episode is called Your Mate. Your fucking mate.
Your fucking mate with a bunch of asterisks in it.
Yeah, your mate. So
can you do characters in a title, bro? Or does it fuck
you do up? You can. It's all about like SEO. So like we could do it. Your mate is probably something people search for.
Just do your mate, yeah.
Yeah. So either way, so we've all decided. Have the internet's decided Brad is Notion's mate? Notion's mate?
It's your mate. No, it's C's mate. Yeah, sweet. All right, can we move on? Next topic on the block.
Next topic. The new music.
New music this week, Craig. What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to. Well, I listened to the song by C called Notion's Mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a great song. I can tell.
How's it go?
Goes, Notion's mate is Darren is Notion's mate. Cunt.
Oh, you're such a cunt, eh?
Darren is Notion's mate. All right.
Hey,
new music, dickhead. You put this first one here. This is actually a song that's a year or two old, but they dropped a video for it. The first thing. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, the game song?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
the
not
one
new,
from
eh?
Home with Nipsey on it. Yes, I don't know why they just dropped the video. I was just like, fuck it,
It's
put it
like
on
a
there.
cartoon video. It's pretty cool. It's a
Whatever.
nice joint.
It's like, I mean, fine, but like, yeah.
It's off the last game project. I liked it.
What's up with you?
That was cool. Always like hearing Nipsey. Yeah, he's the
Mhm.
god. Another new joint I was surprised that I like. It was Usher had a new single called I Cry. And I like Usher like
My way,
fucking
Usher.
My Way Usher. And that was about it. Tiff was like Usher's like he was her like god level artist. I don't know, I just couldn't fuck with a lot of his stuff.
I mean,
This
he
was
was
cool.
dope still, but also
It's dope,
that
but it
was
was-
the only really. It was like, so obviously My Way we mentioned. There was like peppering joints in the albums after it that were cool.
Yeah, it got played out a little bit. I think that was a problem. He got like too big to the point where I was like, you hear it all the time. It was a bit like
Yeah, that Confessions shit.
yeah, I didn't fuck with that at all. Yeah. So I was surprised he comes back with some fire. That was good. Black, as in Six Lack.
Yeah,
dropped-
he's dope, dude.
He
Fucking hell.
is. Did you hear the new EP called 6 Piece Hot?
I'm honestly like, I'm catching up on a whole bunch of his stuff. I saw him on Kenny Beats episode as well.
Nice.
I've been watching a bunch of new stuff and super fire. I didn't think I got this. So what, the 6-piece, is that an EP?
Yes, I think he's got 6 tracks.
So I've seen snippets of songs and it looks crazy, and I've been kind of like just catching up with things. So I didn't hear exactly all of that, so no.
Okay, are you familiar with his catalog?
I'm getting.
Okay, cool. Because we've seen him. He came out to Montreal a year or two ago, and like we've been following him from the rip. Like he used to, because he used to be a battle rapper in Atlanta, and then just changed to singing. So like
Right.
that's why when he writes, it can be. I feel like he's hit or miss, but he can be really dope.
Hmm.
We're big fans. Listened to it 2 or 3 times. It was okay. It was a little more like, I just felt it was a little lazy. He's a little more auto-tune. He doesn't really have that auto-tune style typically,
Yeah.
so it seemed a little out of place for what he does. But it's fine. I'll definitely probably slap it 1 or 2 more times to give him more of a chance because I really like his other shit so much. But typically with this, it's like, sorry. It's nothing crazy. But definitely you should check it out. Another interesting one, though. So we've talked about the G-Eazy. There's been a couple of singles the last few weeks. And I've noticed the pattern whenever there's a few singles in a row, that means there's an album coming with a lot of artists. So
Right.
his album dropped, and the whole album is singing. I think he might have 1 rap verse on the whole project, and it's just singing.
So,
And it's not shit. It's not shit at all. I'm surprised at his range. I don't know like how much of it is like post. It's not like, future auto-tune style stuff. But like
right.
it's interesting, and I feel like he's also expanded his subject matter.
No mumble rap.
Not really. He never mumbled. He always had bars. Like when I say bars, he actually said words. Like
Right.
they were often
He had
basic
Nazi
subject. Well, but I almost think that like it's so different from his last shit. It's almost like he could have had another artist name, and that was like as in like a side kind of project, and that was his singing project to almost confuse people from the G-Eazy, unless he's planning to only go in that direction. So I thought that was interesting. That's definitely worth checking for. The rest I have here are mostly singles. Tinashe, who I typically love. I used to love her back in the day. She was, before she went super pop, she had this mixtape called Blackwater, and she produced it. She was a producer, and it was sick. There was some joints on there. She was really cool. And then she just went like all pop. But she did a song with They, who we talked about last week. Huge fan of They. I think they might have some stuff coming soon. And the single with her, it's alright. They didn't really work that well together, I didn't think. It was definitely like not a nice blend of styles. It's kind of more in the pop direction, whereas They are a bit more the moody sort of not neo soul, it's not right. Old R&B, maybe.
Okay.
Type of joint, hip hop.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was worth listening to. It's fine. Burna Boy had a new single called Wonderful.
That's
Have you?
fire.
Yeah, dude. Did you listen to the album? I forgot. African Giant was called.
I haven't heard the whole thing. No, I've just only
Sick.
heard the
Singles?
singles and like little snippets.
Anybody?
that I've seen on ads and stuff, so.
No. That's sick, man. Burna, we slapped that a lot. I think that was last summer. I definitely would say it's worth checking out. Like, he's great. He's been around all the bunch of people from Toronto, Montreal, who are like first generation African. I can't remember different countries and stuff. People have been fucking with him heavy. I think he's from Ghana. So my Nigerian
Nice.
boys like Texzilla talk about him. My dude Tegan's from Montreal. He's from parents from Cameroon and stuff talk about him. So they've been
Yeah,
following him
follow
from
man's on
time.
Instagram.
Yeah, you know him from Montreal. He's a good
Montreal,
dude.
yeah.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
So they were talking about him as in like they were super happy,
That's
super
sick.
proud to see. So I was like, the dude's been putting in work. So he dropped a new single. Pretty cool. Same type of Afrobeat jams and stuff. He's just got a really sick voice and yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope that means there's some new music coming soon. I would imagine potentially if they're dropping singles, it could mean that's what's popping, particularly coming. We're in summer now, so
Little lead up, yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean, a little summer. And last week, if anyone tuned in, we had Jonathan Emile on, our first ever guest.
Special guest, yeah.
Special guest, Johnny. And his single with Maxi Priest, Babylon Has Fallen, dropped on Friday. Super fire. It's he has the original version on his album. This was the remix. I saw the videos of John like writing it with him in a hotel in the States. It was very, very cool to see that all come together because whilst I'm not a huge reggae dude, I don't really understand the cultural impact of someone like him. I do know he's big and I knew the name, of course, because he had some joints, when we were growing up that were on the radio and stuff. So, pretty cool. John was pretty stoked to work with a legend like that. So I'm proud of him to have that out and get some love from that. It's got a nice little chill video that they kind of pieced together. They both filmed some stuff and kind of like tweaked it up. So nice, slick, cool, like, I don't know, it's like that roots, like soulful reggae. It slaps, man. I really like it. The last two things I had here were, I think there's an R&B, I think it's a singer. His name's 1111. Have you seen that? Like a clock?
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that was.
Okay. So I thought, now I might be completely off here. I've heard like probably 2 EPs or albums from him or them before. I thought it was like a people or a person from Toronto doing like alt R&B division-y type of stuff. I might be wrong about where they're from. But they had a new single called Call Me Daddy. I'm just going to keep saying they because I don't know. And it was cool. Chill shit, same type of like R&B type of vibe. So maybe that means there's a new project coming as well. But it made me want to go back and re-listen. I feel like just one of those like sort of mid-tier R&B acts that could probably tour, but like get some decent spins and just do some cool shit. So
Nice.
I enjoyed that. And the last thing I had was Chromeo's Quarantine Casanova EP. Are you familiar or are you a fan of Chromeo?
I know a bit of Chromeo from what you've shared with me in the past.
Yeah.
And that was a little while ago. I didn't know there was
Years
still
ago.
popping out stuff. So yeah, I didn't hear about this one.
Okay, so they're from here. They're from Montreal.
Nice.
I represent. So Dave One is the singer. Dave One's younger brother is A-Track, the DJ, also from Montreal. So D-Shade had done stuff with him back in the days, and A-Track got big because he was Kanye's DJ, and went on tour with him and stuff like that. And then now he's got Fool's Gold. We walked past it in Brooklyn. He had he has a shop there and stuff, and it's very, very cool. So he reps for Montreal pretty heavy, and so they were fucking around. So there's Dave One, A-Track's brother, and this other dude. I think his name's P-Funk, if I'm not mistaken, and he's the dude who does the talk box. So he has the little thing, the pipe or whatever, the tube. Thank you. Yeah, vocoder. Thank you. So he does that. So they were just fucking around, like song called like Clorox Wipes, and it's like it's very clever. Right? Yeah, you probably saw it on Instagram. They were doing like 1 minute little clips of it or putting them on IGTV, and they were just performing them live to the camera. And then people loved them so much they put together like a 5-track EP. Because it's just all super funky. It's right on brand for Chromeo stuff. The songs are funny. I feel like it doesn't slap as much. It's not as funny unless you're watching them do it because he makes funny faces when he's doing it, and it's just sick to watch Homeboy do the talk box and stuff like live. It's just so cool. So that was it's really fun though, either way, particularly because we're going to be in here for a bit.
No shit.
That was the new music I had this week. Did you have anything that you checked out that I did not talk about?
Music-wise, not really, to be honest. I had a bit of a sunshine, outdoorsy week, trying to go, just listen to some old favorites, something super new.
Okay.
Anything that I kind of like had that I wanted to add that was fun, is that there's a Mike Tyson movie being made.
Yes.
And Jamie Foxx is going to be starring as Mike Tyson.
I saw that, and he's already starting to get jacked.
That's crazy. Fucking crazy.
Do you know how good that would be? Oh my god, no one could do it better.
lisp and everything. Like,
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is gonna nail that shit. It's
gonna
gonna be
be
fucking gangster.
wild. I'm looking forward to that one.
I saw that. I just had no other. Shit. Like,
Do you know what I want to mention? So last week you mentioned 2 Tiny Desk, so actually 3, but I watched 2 of them. I watched Kirby and I watched PJ. Both of them were fucking amazing, and I went and both of them happened to be on the Insecure soundtrack. We love Insecure. Have you seen that at all? Issa Rae show?
No.
It's on. Do you know Issa Rae?
Yeah.
Okay, so she has a show. It's on. This is season 4. It's like a 20, just under 30-minute.
I know his voice fine. I rapped about it and I had to Google it. So
okay, cool. So it's big and it's pretty on Black Twitter because I'm mostly on Black Twitter. I just feel like that they talk about all the shit I want to hear about. And she's super popular there. And Tiff and I love her. We've been watching it from the rip. So they have a 6 soundtrack. She's really good because she's from Inglewood, so she knows the homies. Tio and Benny went to school with her. Hey, Rochelle says best show in all caps. Super fire. The music supervision is some of the best on there. Tiff, if she can, she's probably going to say this, hear this delayed, but I think they played Last Stand. Oh, no, that was Power. They played Last Stand from Quabs in Power one time. And it was the most powerful. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. It was powerful as fuck. So anyway, good music supervision is everything, and this show has it. So both PJ and Kirby were on the Insecure soundtrack for some new joints.
Right.
And so I'm gonna go listen to more of their music. I love the Kirby and Lucky Day song. Like, I hadn't seen him perform before. I know you went and saw him live and stuff, but I listened to his album a bunch and just seeing him, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy is fucking amazing. So I really need to.
Was good on that one ago.
Yeah, on that song, it was like the ones at home. They kind of always. I always find Tiny Desk a little awkward, like the way it can be a little. You know what I'm saying? Like a little kind of funny. She said, agreed, Raphael Sadiq does music supervision. For Insecure, fuck, and that explains everything. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so that's pretty sick. So either way, I really enjoyed those, so thank you for recommending those, because I made sure that, like, I think, like, the next day I listened to...
I love that shit. That's just, like, I listen to more, like, soul stuff, or, like, really cool, like, producer albums or whatever, that chill stuff really gets me through the day.
Yeah,
whether
same.
I'm cleaning or, like, organizing my thoughts, chilling, enjoying the view, like whatever's going on. So I like that shit.
No, they were fire. I'm looking forward to actually checking their whole projects, their last albums. I was in the middle of listening to. I found another dude called L.A. Elhae that was sort of halfway through his album when I listened to
really?
And so I was like, I wanted to listen to the rest of that, and then I kind of got distracted and forgot until now. So I'm definitely going to go back and check that, so thank you for those ones. Rochelle or Tiff, did you guys hear anything this week that you fucked with? So, well, because that's going to be a delay. Another thing, Bandcamp is waiving their fees this Friday, July the 3rd. So if y'all are out here trying to support independent musicians, go and cop their shit off Bandcamp this Friday. Because 100% of the money does go to the artists for once, as opposed to their cut, which isn't ridiculous, but like it's a solid like 30% or something. So that kind of adds up over time. If and particularly right now, artists aren't getting much go up coming in. Even like streaming's down, I think right now. Like the numbers are streaming because maybe people are watching Netflix and not even probably listen to as many podcasts as well. Yeah, just fucking jacking it all day.
Just fucking slapping it.
Just fucking belting it, mate.
Just fucking sending it through the roof.
Your mate.
Fucking hell, your mate.
So that was pretty much everything I had here for this week, actually, because I guess we were mostly going to talk about the
battle.
The battle kind of went pretty
good.
No, it was a good one. I enjoyed it. I think it was fun. Yeah, man. It's some good shit. Is there any... Oh, hang on. No, the other thing we just had was Netflix... Oh, hang on. No, Rochelle is saying, nothing new, just discovered some oldies. I respect that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's like just as good, though. Like discovering like old music. So there's a question for you. Have you discovered any old music recently or rediscovered any stuff?
Okay. Do you want to get... Are you serious?
Yeah, bust out just like a couple joints. Maybe you.
Alright, cool.
When you say discovered, I guess that means like maybe you found this person who's been around for a while, and you're like, oh fuck.
So I got like literally have like 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10 of them. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. So producer named B-Side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's a like a I guess a producer slash instrumentalist. B-side is a song named Dignity. It's out of control.
Okay.
There's an artist producer named Shy Cope, Cope.
Okay.
Bunch of stuff out of control. Moose Dawa, I think you'd say it.
Okay.
Dawa.
Okay.
It's a song named No Matter, out of control.
Wild.
Producer named Underbelly, or a group named Underbelly. Performative is the song.
Okay. It's a relevant name.
So there's Aqua Stone Throne,
Mm-hmm.
Bop Scotch. I've got another one that's ES in capitals .CE in capitals One Love. I'll send you all this. It's all.
Yeah.
And then Z or Z Boy 365, a song named Taxi. So like all those ones have been like just
Killer, eh?
absolute killer. So
Okay.
I put that's basically my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chill hop producers / songs that I found out that I was like, oh shit. So I will paste that into the thing.
Yeah. Do you know what? I just had an idea. Tell me what you think of this. Should we make a playlist like every week, and you can just kind of add to it of all like our favorite songs of the week, and then stuff, even whether it's the new discoveries like that or new music.
It'd be easier because like half the time I was like, don't have time / don't care about the new shit, and I find stuff that's like maybe 6 months or a year old that's still dope.
They're still fresh. So maybe we could just make it a Bad Habits public playlist on Spotify, and then we could just add all the stuff to it there. So we'll have it ready for the episode, so then people can already listen to it the day of or something like that, and we can both just have access to it and just add shit to it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I pasted it in the note. So yeah.
Boom. Thank you. I love that. Yeah, that could be fun actually. And Rochelle said Jessie Ware dropped a new album. Haven't listened yet though. I used to really like Jessie Ware, and then I feel like she got played out. I feel like I can't maybe just overheard that one song that she had that was like mad poppin'. Forgot what it was called, but like I feel like it's got over her real quick and just sort of lost interests. I can't remember if she was problematic or not. I don't think so. Maybe it was just like whatever. She was just everywhere. Do you remember her? She's the British chick.
Do you know?
No, she was everywhere for a while. I'm talking like 2012, 2013.
Oh.
I think we saw her at Oshiega one of those years, like the festival here in Montreal. Dope. I like the idea of the playlist though, because that'd be kind of cool. Because then maybe like over the weekend, say, even though we've got our list that we refer to, and when we talk about it, Wildest Moments. That's the one. Thank you, Tiff. That was a Jessie Ware song.
There it is. Yeah. Okay.
And we could just add some of the more fire joints. Love that song. Yeah, it was crazy. And then just got played out real quick. Yeah, we just add some of our favorites. Doesn't have to be all of them, but just our favorites from the different. So say like we talk about the G-Eazy album, maybe there's 2 joints that I really like. We like add to the playlist as I'm listening to them. So it's like not even like any sweat off our balls. I wonder if you can have more than one people do it, or if you're gonna have to tell me, can you feel the sweat from my balls? CB4. Hey. Anyone? No, is that CB4 or Fear Black Hat? No, CB4.
Super.
Oh shit, Jonathan Emile, Wagwan fam.
Oh, well gone, Bridget.
Comes right at the end.
Right at the end.
You missed a bit. Respect.
That's a sign-off thing.
We're just bigging you up, Johnny. We're just bigging you up. Babylon has fallen. Feature Maxi Priest out now. Go get that. Mind Peace Love. Tough Gum. You know what it is. Get that Solidarity merch. You know what I'm saying? Tiff saying my me. Oh. Me. I just did the liquor. The air horns.
I was licking so many before you pressed the ting still.
Yeah, I could tell. You're just fucking going in. Johnny saying was good. Same was good to Tiff. So, the last thing I had here that we just had from last week that we didn't touch on was any Netflix recommendations, whether it be good, old, new, whatever.
Want to see real talks? Let me just check it.
We have it here already written in.
I mean, fucking, let's go.
Oh, yeah, we rapping, Johnny. We rapping.
What do you got, bro? Let's go.
So the ones we have here...
Oh, I see. We did talk about this.
Yes. So I had one... Well, The Last Dance. If you haven't watched The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, you're fucking up. You're fucking up pretty heavy. It's crazy. It's just mad inspiring, and particularly because he was like our god growing up. It was even better, and I feel like it really makes you remember just how wild those times were and how like... iconic and how important that stuff was, and it brought me right on back. Yeah. You had a stand-up special you enjoyed?
It's a bunch, dude. Like I watched like 4, maybe 5 in the span of like 2 days.
Okay.
So there was like Joe Rogan.
Was it Strange Times?
Bert Kreischer. Yeah, exactly.
Bert Kreischer?
Times.
Which one?
Bert Kreischer.
The new one?
Yeah, his latest one.
I'm not gonna lie, we turned that one off halfway. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, he's
hit or miss.
Exactly.
I like. Do you know who was good? Tom Segura's one.
Exactly, I was going to say.
The balloon boy, the one that's called something boy, and he's holding balloons. That one.
Man, he's fucking the best. He did a quarantine hot ones. And I watched that today as well.
Good. He's an idiot. He's awesome.
Fucking jokes, dude. He's so good. He looks like our DJ. he looks like Mike.
He fucking looks like Mike. Oh my god.
He's like, I love him on an extra level, like legit.
Because you just want to hug him.
Just want to fucking hug the cunt. So good. Love it.
That is hilarious. Shouts to Mike.
Shouts to Uncle Mike, Mikey P, Digital Junkie and Place to Be. Tom Segura is like fucking hilarious. He's like an older version of Mike, and his Mike is literally one of the top fucking 5 funniest cunts ever met, hands down.
Yeah, he's the most ridiculous man I've ever met.
He's the best. So yeah, that's why I've got an extra soft spot for Tom Segura, but he's also got his podcast game is stupid.
I listened to
Joe Rogan.
the 2 Bears in One Cave because you told me to the other week. I've been listening to that. It's funny as fuck.
So good. He has one called Mama's Boy as well.
With his wife or something, right?
I think so, yeah. The 2 Bears One Cave is definitely my jam because Bert's stupid.
Yeah, they're funny together like that, but the stand-up...
Definitely good back and forth.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was just, some fun things I've discovered so far.
Nice.
I'm diving down the holes. I also been watching a little bit of F is for Family, if you know what that is. It's
yes.
an animated joint.
From Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, exactly. And that's fucking...
Because he just, like, screams. Because he does the screaming angry thing because it's based on his dad.
He's, like, definitely, like, he's angry fucking... He's just got the chip on his shoulder. He loves it.
That's a really good one. I watched the first season, but I haven't watched the others, so I'm going to have to go back and check it.
This is the first season. I'm almost there. So
okay.
I'm up to, like, yeah.
Is it 2 or 3? 2 or 3 seasons? I think it's 2, right?
Let me check.
Might be more.
Right,
Rochelle's...
seasons.
Pardon?
It says 4 seasons.
Oh, well, where the fuck have we been? We've been slipping, my G.
I've seen 5 episodes, so I've almost finished season 1, so I'm like behind some.
Okay, so we might have to catch back up. Rochelle says, I don't know if you've watched Dave, Little Dicky's show, but it's hilarious. I have heard that.
Tell him to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. But
what's it on? Because like we've got Crave, and Crave has HBO and stuff. Yeah, it's on. If it's on Crave, I do want to check that one. I keep reading. I kept seeing stuff on Twitter where some people are saying this episode was just fucking genius, and I've seen others that go, "Oh, this is like problematically bad." So I've seen like mixed reviews, but I'm still curious because I'd like to see that. Yeah, no, he's not bad. Another good one. I saw a documentary called "Have a Good Trip" the other night, and it was about basically just interviewing mostly celebrities about all their drug use, all different LSD trips, mushrooms, DMT, blah blah blah. It's pretty fucking funny. Rochelle said it's on FXX. Okay, dope. Thank you. I'll look out for that and see if I can access it through my shit. But Have a Good Trip was a good docker. I enjoyed that one. Just cool to hear people's experiences. I'm more interested in what are they called? Fucking trippy drugs. What the fuck are they called again? What's the word? Psychedelics. Jesus Christ. What am I on them right now?
You on goods?
Fuck it. You think so? I'm interested. I'd love to do it in a with somebody guiding you and stuff rather than like our experiment with them. Which was
a drug Sherpa.
Is that what they call it? A drug Sherpa?
I just threw it out there, dude.
I like it. Should this episode be called Drug Sherpa or Your Mate?
Your Mate? What are you talking about?
I'll write it down. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah,
what are you, stupid?
Yeah, I guess so.
Dumb? Are you stupid?
Are you stupid? You dumb? Then another one, an interestingly not shit movie was Ocean's 8. You know the Ocean's 11 movie.
Oh my fuck, really?
This one's
like
it's all full of no, it was all women, and Sandra Bullock was the main chick. Rihanna was one of the other ones, and it was fucking hilarious because it had a bunch of really, really great actresses as the main, and Sandra Bullock's
almost MILFs too.
Absolutely, so everyone's looking good, and Sandra is is George Clooney's character's sister. So George Clooney's character isn't around no more. Psychedelic nature guides, John's calling it, as opposed to a drug show.
Psychedelic nature guides.
I like that too.
Hmm.
But Ocean's 8, on paper, it sounded horrendous, but it was like...
It does sound horrendous.
It's really well written.
You know how I feel about my my boys?
What? The Ocean's...
That whole series, I got that on DVD. Like, it's been had the box set, fam. What's
Yeah.
about it?
That's why I thought you should check it out, because I think you might like it, because it wasn't shit.
I mean, like,
And another one we started watching, we're only halfway through it. It's 4 1-hour episodes. It's called The Family. And it's basically about this fucking psycho-religious group who essentially run Washington, like in politics. So like and the way they control
everyone at the White House.
To a degree, or at least they have these people who are mad influential. There's one dude who's a part of it and they don't exist type of thing. And there's a dude who was in it for a bit and he wrote a book on it and they made a series on it. And there's one dude, every president thanking this one guy. And like, you know, he sort of gets people out of trouble and they blah, blah, blah. They do it. It's pretty fascinating. It's kind of Illuminati meets like just like political shit. I like it. It's good. It's weird. Because I was like hearing about that stuff. So we'd be fucking with that. And any other time, Billions and Succession. If you like strategy and you don't want to watch House of Cards because Kevin Spacey's problematic, those two shows are wicked for like business strategy. Like, alright, so I'm gonna fuck this dude, whatever. Like, it's, I don't know. We enjoy watching that stuff, and it's like just watching people play chess and watching the moves, and you're like, oh shit, that's sick.
Business gurks.
I like it. I just don't have anybody I don't have any enemies or anyone that I need to like strategically outmaneuver. I was just trying to like
get equipped.
Maybe need more enemies. I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. So that's all the Netflix record.
Educational things is what I usually am about. Pretty much documentary navigator. Make sure I find some fire shit.
Yeah, that's the move.
Nothing notable of late, but I'll keep my pencil sharp. And
yes, please.
Keep a note.
Yeah, I definitely want to see some more solid. I haven't seen many solid docos lately at all, actually. Now you mention it.
There's one on Disney Plus that Will Smith narrates, which is actually kind of.
I think I heard about it. What is it? What's it called? Or what's it about?
1 sec, my G-Eazy.
There you go. See, the internet. When we have
let me fucking have a little heat.
Do you know what we're gonna have? When Tiff's cousin moved, he's here and he's in isolation. He moved here from England. I want him to be like our Jamie for like BOS and for here, so he can just look stuff up.
Oh yeah, true. That would be sick.
So then none of us have to do it. You're like, Dad, can you look for? Can
hey,
you
Dad, can you check if Notion's talking shit or not?
I like so you don't even have to look. You don't even have to touch the computer.
So it's called One Strange Rock, and he narrates the whole thing.
Oh,
it's exceptionally shot and
okay.
Narrated. And so he sorry, he's not narrating it; he's hosting it because he's actually on film.
Like in it. Okay, is that on Netflix? I think it is, right?
It's on Disney Plus.
I'm sorry, you just fucking said that. One Strange Rock. Okay, dope.
Yeah, so it's a National Geographic presenting thing, which Disney own. So One Strange Rock is what it was, and I was just like fucking binge watched the shit out of it, and it's fire, dude. There's a whole bunch of good ones. There's a bunch I've already seen from over the years. There's a bunch of new ones that are kind of shit.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of hit or miss these days.
There's one called Brain Games, which
that's familiar.
What's his name? Fuck, not Key and Peele. Key and Peele. One of the dudes.
Jordan Peele.
It's the other dude.
I don't know his first name. The guy who.
I can't remember his fucking name. Oh my god, I'm such a cunt. I'm looking at details. God dang.
Are you talking about Key and Peele, the comedian writers?
Yeah.
So the other dude, I guess he's not as big. Key, whatever his first name is, I forgot it. He's a great actor. I've seen him in a bunch of things.
Yeah. So it's called Brain Games. I want to watch that, but it's also from like 9 years ago. So it's just like old shit.
Okay.
So
that's okay. Hey, sometimes
it
this
pops
is
up on the thing. So I just watch National Geographic.
I like that.
Sometimes you get lit and just click through it
and check that shit, right? No, I like it. I think that shit is important. Like particularly now, like if there's not all like new fire out there, it's good to switch it up, check out some fire old stuff.
Sometimes you miss it, you know?
No, you're right. And if there's not enough good stuff, it's always good to come back to some like tried and true suggestions, you know? Before I forget, Nosh, let's do the old thumbnail. All right, what are we going to do?
All right, mate, what are we doing here? I'm going to grab the old town.
There we go, ready?
1 sec.
Got him.
Sweet as.
Yeah, we look like crazy people.
Perfect.
Thumbnails are always dumb. So, that is it for this week. This was fun. That was good. I like these ones post Verzuz.
What he did. I'm thankfully got a fan behind me. It's been right on my ass the whole time. So.
Woo! Right in the butty.
Buddy, it's been breezing through. It's been sticky. She's been sticky.
Keeping them fresh. Where can everyone find your sexy ass online, mate? Pause.
At Notion Baby on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. At Illnote Studios on Facebook and Instagram. illnotestudios.com on the interwebs. And that's pretty much it. Where can everybody find you, mate?
I will tell them in 1 second. Where is your deal still on? Your deal where you're doing the thing for the...
Yeah, basically if anyone's got a song that they've got going on, like any black artist that has a song that's related to anything that's going on right now, it needs some way to get some songs out with really a beat. If you have a song that's ready to go, if you need it mixed, or if you have a song that's mixed and need mastered, then I can help with either one of those stages of the creative process. So just give me a shout at info@illnotestudios.com and we can figure it all out and get you started and get that out as soon as possible.
I love it. Link is in the description right now. It's in the description every week. I'm just going to leave it in there until you tell me otherwise. So you can find me at CEEFOR on Instagram and Twitter, and at CEETMF on Facebook and the website. You can check us out here at the Movement Fam everywhere: web, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, fucking everywhere. We are here every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tonight was 10 p.m. because of Thingo, the Verzuz battle, but otherwise we're here. We go live on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe and chuck us a thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Ding, so you know when the new drops. Follow us everywhere. Follow the podcast. If you fucking with the podcast and the audio, it really helps. We're trying to build this right now. Podcast building is a pain in the fucking ass. It's just like it's one of the hardest ones to grow. So if you enjoy it, if you could throw us a like, not a like, what is it? A rating, a review, and subscribe. Those three things. I always forget. God damn it. Press follow on Spotify. That's all you have to do. I think it's much less work. But any of that stuff helps us a ton. Couple clicks, mate. Helps us a ton. Gets it across. We're out everywhere. We're on Google Podcasts now and Deezer and Stitcher and all that bullshit. So check that out. We're going to end this with a music video in a second. Now, if you're watching right now, then stay on. The music video this week is for a song I did like a year or two ago called Taste. Is over a Tiger beat. I guess it all got demonetized like a motherfucker because I don't typically we don't do like Jack beats no more. But when I heard that one, I was like, oh, I got to do it. And we actually filmed. It was like right before IGTV changed from being vertical only to horizontal. So we filmed it in vertical just for IGTV, and then they fucking changed it. So it still appeared everywhere vertical. Yeah, whatever. I'm still glad we did it. That was still cool, right?
Revolutionary.
Rev, we changed the game. You don't even know.
Game time.
And so we'll be back next week. Guys, appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks
See y'all soon.
Safe.
Hey.
Peace.
Bruce. Hey. Yeah. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I was supposed to play that nice and smoothly. It didn't work.